The year is 2032. The world of work as we knew it no longer exists. In just a decade, something changed silently, not through wars or revolutions, but through code, sensors, and silicon chips. While headlines focused on political crises and global warming, an invisible revolution was unfolding in alleyways, suburban garages, and in the hands of everyday people. A revolution where anyone could start a business without hiring a single human employee. We're not talking about corporations. We're talking about ordinary individuals, like you. People who once dreamed of owning a cafe, a clothing store, or a salon, but could never afford rent, taxes, or payroll. Now in 2032 they can. Not because it's cheaper, but because artificial intelligence does everything. Small 24/7 restaurants with no chefs or servers, convenience stores managed by indoor drones, robotic barbers that cut hair with millimetric precision, and most, impressive of all, businesses that never close, never take a vacation, and continuously learn from customers while optimizing in real time. What started as a curiosity became a surge, a fever, a race. Everyday people launching fully automated. Businesses, all it takes is an idea, a smartphone, and a bit of credit. The rest, the AI handles it, from storefront design to inventory control, accounting, and even social media ads. In 2032, capital no longer defines who can become an entrepreneur. Creativity does. But this phenomenon raises uncomfortable questions. What about jobs, labor rights, inequality, and access to technology? Automation, once the privilege of tech giants, is now a double-edged sword in the hands of individuals. You're about to explore a reality where owning a business no longer means managing people, where your cashier is an algorithm, your manager is an autonomous system, and your staff is made up of mechanical arms and virtual assistants. Sounds like science fiction. Maybe, but it's happening now. And what you're about to see might change the way you view the future of work and your place in it. What once seemed unthinkable is now part of everyday life in 2032. Anyone can open and operate a business entirely alone, or rather, with the help of AI and robots. How did this happen so fast? The answer lies in the convergence of three forces: accessible automation, generative AI, and radical personalization. It began with the rise of autonomous business creation platforms. Companies like AutoBiz, Neurostart, and SynthTrade developed interfaces where users simply described their idea in natural language, like, "I want to open a sustainable coffee shop that sells Colombian coffee with retro visuals and a minimalist menu." In minutes, the AI presents a business plan, selects an ideal location based on foot traffic data, designs branding, picks robotic equipment, estimates costs, and forecasts profits in real time. Next, it shows a full dashboard, storefront renderings, menu layouts, customer flow simulation, and advertising strategies. With a click, contracts are digitally signed, and physical construction, done through modular 3D printing and robotic infrastructure, begins in days. The cost? About a third of a traditional franchise, with no staff, no HR, no payroll issues. These are called autonomous micro-franchises, and they're everywhere. Trailers, shipping containers, repurposed garages. A woman in rural Brazil launched a vegan restaurant in her backyard, where a robotic cook prepares meals. Robotic arms serve through smart windows, and payments are handled by a friendly AI avatar. She earns more than $2,000 a month, without face-to-face interaction. These new businesses run on data, not people. AI detects consumer behavior patterns, adjusts prices by demand, manages inventory based on weather predictions, and suggests new products based on facial emotion analysis. From cameras, these companies learn from every transaction. If a flavor sells better on Thursdays, it's highlighted. If lighting affects dwell time, the AI dims or brightens LEDs. Nothing is fixed. Everything is dynamic and optimized. Entrepreneurs no longer need to know business or marketing. They need only an idea and access to the right platform. A 19-year-old student opened a silent bookstore managed by AI, with robotic book handlers, the scent of old pages simulated in the air, and an AI avatar of a famous author guiding customers. But traditional jobs are disappearing. Servers, cashiers, stock clerks, all replaced. Some celebrate the freedom of autonomous entrepreneurship. Others fear the loss of human warmth. Streets are lined with digital displays, not faces. Conversations replaced by polite algorithms. Human error erased, but with it, spontaneity too. Still, growth accelerates. Cities adapt, legalizing micro-business-only zones. New neighborhoods are built with AI in mind. We now walk past 24/7 capsules offering every service imaginable. In 2032, business isn't built with capital, it's built with imagination. But with that comes the question, are we still the ones running things? Or are we just watching the system run itself? As fully automated micro-businesses spread, a new form of labor emerges. Or rather, a new form of non-labor. Entrepreneurs in 2032 don't manage tasks. They configure systems. Businesses have no teams. They have algorithms that adapt to every swipe, every gaze, every customer entry. The fastest growing businesses weren't started by corporations, but by invisible entrepreneurs, those previously held back by bureaucracy, lack of experience, or capital. Instead of forming startups, they activate AI-run ventures with a few clicks. Many are temporary, experimental, customizable. The on-demand business model thrives. An artist launches a weekend-only interactive gallery, with robots presenting the art and AI analyzing visitor emotions. On Monday, the space dismantles itself. No waste, no staff, no contracts. Other ventures serve hyper-niche markets. A booth that sells sugar-free, glucose-free desserts for type 1 diabetics allergic to almonds. A clothing store only for size 7.5 pastel sneakers. They're profitable because AIs crunch massive data for ultra-precise demand. Time and money shifted. Owners manage dashboards from home. The AI provides daily reports, implements upgrades, adjusts prices, and tweaks strategy, all without permission. The entrepreneur becomes a curator of decisions, not a business manager, but the platforms hold the power. AI companies control the code, data, infrastructure. In return, they charge subscription fees, take profit cuts, and push constant updates. Just as farmers once relied on land, entrepreneurs now depend on servers. There's also emotional detachment. Many business owners report feeling disconnected from their creations. They don't meet customers. They don't hear feedback. Success is measured in metrics, not meaning. Cities shift to accommodate. Micro-business zones host rows of automated pods offering every imaginable service. Touchless cafes, 3D printed mini toy shops, voice-controlled delivery kiosks. No lines, no interaction, no flaws. This sparks new questions. Are we truly entrepreneurs, or just players in a game run by code? What's left of human commerce when everything is programmed? Who protects those left behind? Yet the system grows. In rural towns, gassy stations become robotic hubs. In slums, kids sell digital games via interactive kiosks that print physical copies. Airports offer food via AI pods that recognize your face and deliver before you arrive. It's a new world. One where working, to live, becomes programming to exist. But the question remains, are we freer, or just adapting to a system that no longer needs us? It's 2032, not the end of work, but the beginning of a new relationship between humans, technology, and purpose. It's never been easier to start a business. Cheaper, faster, smarter. You can run a company without stepping outside. For many, this is the true democratization of entrepreneurship. A world where individual creativity meets mass automation. But beneath that surface lies a growing emptiness. What are we losing in the name of efficiency? Commerce was built on connection. The smiles, the conversations, the mistakes, the emotion. A kid selling lemonade, a grandpa telling stories behind the counter, a loyal customer returning for the human touch. Now those moments are fading, replaced by sensors and screens. And the most striking part? No one forced us. We chose this, bit by bit, click by click, in exchange for speed and ease. Slowly, we traded warmth for automation. But can we live in a world where everything works, but nothing moves us? Automated microbusinesses brought amazing opportunities. They empowered the underrepresented, students, single parents, seniors, people with disabilities. They gave control back to the individual. But now we must ask, how do we balance progress with presence, efficiency with empathy, technology with soul? Maybe the next evolution isn't in machines, it's in us. We don't need to stop using AI. We need to remember who we are while using it, to create spaces where human imperfection is still welcome. Because in it lives authenticity, connection, meaning. Imagine a world where automated pods coexist with farmers' markets, where cafes run by AI sit beside street vendors who remember your name, where algorithms serve, but hearts still lead. 32's challenge is not technological, it's existential. We're not just deciding how to work, we're deciding who will be, because the greatest revolution isn't in machines, it's in the choice to stay human.